time to update right now. Alright, so I'm gonna be showing like, I want to say like 2 games, maybe 3 depending. Honestly, there's only 1 game I really want to show. Just in advance, I wasn't able to win this GC. I will make another video probably like in 2 days from now of me going 12-0 in a GC. But this GC I ended up losing out, I think, at 11-3. Kind of sucks. Because I started out 10-0. Right here. Yes, sir. The actual oyassu. Okay, so this is the actual oyassu, obviously. Cracked ass motherfucker. Anyways, ignore me using, I wouldn't even say ignore me using Giant Graveyard, because if I'm being honest, this is an okay matchup for both of us. You might be thinking, how is that? Well, obviously I don't have an adequate spell to his Goblin Burrow. He can mirror the Goblin Burrow. My only adequate way to deal with it is, Scar me. Obviously, he's not going to try to pre-log, or he's kind of dead, so... Because of that, he can always outcycle my Skarmy, obviously, because look at his deck. Honestly, at first, I thought it was my matchup 100%, until he showed the mirror. Because, like, I can't really kill his Dark Gob. And even if I am able to freeze his Dark Gob, which it takes like 2 seconds after he places it behind the tower, I'll show that in a second, you can freeze it. He can just mirror it and then log. So honestly, I'd probably say it is slightly my matchup. But it's definitely not as easy as I thought it was. Also, like I said, ignore me using Giant GY before this game. At like 8 wins, I decided to switch to this from log bait, because I just thought, using a deck that I feel like is more elite skilled than using a deck that I haven't used before is better. Because the log bait deck I was using was the one that Riley came up with. That was my first time using it. I got to 8-0, but I decided to switch from it. Because I felt like a lot of people would start, I'd start getting matchups that hard counter it, so I decided to switch to this. Obviously, I was pretty shocked that I saw that I was facing oyassu. I won't probably commentate, I'll just let y'all watch. Yeah, he does BM me a lot, so at the end, be warned that I do BM the living hell out of him. I wouldn't say he BMs me a lot, but he definitely does BM me quite a bit. I missed the fireball there. Quite a new mistake for me being at 9 wins. He actually gets not that much damage here, honestly. I thought he was going to get a lot. Sure, like 1,300 damage is a lot, but honestly, I thought he was going to take way more. I thought my tower was going to drop below 1k and I already lost, but minions actually did pretty nice there. Horrible fireball almost caught. See, he's BMing. Like, I wanted to BM back, but I was like, that was a stupid mistake on my end. How the fuck did I even miss a fireball? So I felt like it would have been dumb if I BM back. But he's just being toxic. Yeah, I just want to say real quick for anyone who is curious, I'm actually the one who started that Skelly Crown emo meme in the first triple draft GT. I was able to get to 24 and I think 3 in the first like 12 hours or some shit. I got up to like 16th in the top 50 and I just started spamming people with that emote because like I wanted something that was unique to me. But I don't even really use the emote, but I do it sometimes when I know I'm facing a good player or when people do that emote on me. By the way, I didn't rank that GT. 24 could get you badge. Sadly, I choked the game for 25 and 25 guaranteed badge. You had to be within the top 3 people with crowns to get the badge with 24, sadly. I know this because Remieli got like a 987 rank or some shit with 24 wins that GT. I choked the game for 25. That sucks. I should have a GT badge on this account. It's whatever though. So not looking good right now. I ain't really got any damage on him. My tower's already basically dead. Perfect cannon card. Kills the fire spirit. Tanks the dark goblin. It only gets, I think, 1 or 2 gob hits. I know I need to go in soon. If I just keep landing pressure, I'm dead. Obviously, I just ignore that. I mean, there's really no point for him to go opposite lane. I get what he's doing. He's trying to make me defend, so I can't go all in. I mean, I do have to defend that or it's going to take my tower, but it just evens things out. And now it's going to be quite hard for him to defend. This is what I mean. You can wait a second for the Dark Gob to come forward and then freeze it, but then he can just mirror it and log. He decides not to log until very late for some reason, so I get a lot of damage, but that's why I said I don't actually think this is, like, a very good matchup as I originally thought, because he can just mirror the Dark Goblin and log. For some odd reason, though, he decided to log extremely late, and he took a lot of damage because of it. Protect the cannon cart with the giant. I think the Dark Goblin, yeah, it stays alive, which is annoying. I fuck up on the freeze here. I missed the Dark Goblin. I did a low too early, like a millisecond too early. So I wasn't able to freeze the Dark Goblin. Another quite bad mistake by me, but it's alright. I know I need, I think, 1 more fireball, like 1 skelly hit and a freeze, and I win. So honestly, I'm just trying to... Well, I'm gonna be honest. I know what he's going to do here. And at this point, I already knew I technically won. It's kind of obvious that he's going to go for a God Barrel away for me to use my Skarmy. Well, not here, but like when my stuff gets to the bridge, it was pretty obvious that he was going to go for a God Barrel to bait out my Skarmy. And then try to wait for me to go Graveyard to where I'll have no elixir whatsoever. And then go for a mirrored God Barrel and win. But obviously I was ready for that, so I don't go Graveyard immediately. I feel like that was a pretty stupid push on his end. I do start BMing now because I feel like I won. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I don't go for a freeze here. I know he's going to mirror Goblin Barrel. He won't be able to defend my push, and he knows that. I know that also, obviously, and I know he's down a lot of elixir, so he won't be able to. So I know he's just going to try to take my tower with a mirror God Barrel, thinking I'm going to go for a Graveyard, and I won't have no elixir for a Fireball or Freeze. Oh, he's dead fucking wrong. Yeah, I decide not to do it in Fireball. That GG's, bitch. And obviously he starts laughing. I have to say well played because... Yeah, I said I'd be emmed. I was happy, though, with that. Even though I didn't get the 12 wins, I'm happy with that. This was the... Well, never mind. I guess, yeah, I did switch to... Wait, was this even the deck that Riley made? I don't even remember. But yeah, this is the deck I was using before I switched to... Giant GY. Apparently, I switched to Giant GY, and the first game I got was Oyassu. I thought I switched to Giant GY at 8 wins. Guess not. This guy wasn't bad. He's the leader of that clan. Never heard of it, but it's not bad. It seems to be a pretty good Japanese clan. Do I even watch it? I feel like I outplayed the fuck out this guy, but I don't really feel like sharing it because it's 2-0. I guess I will, though. I mean, I recorded it. I sent it to the clan for a reason, so. Let's just go through it. I mean, it's my matchup. That's why I wasn't really thinking of showing it. He doesn't have a spell to reset the Inferno, so any push that he does is essentially just dead. He has Arrow Skarmy from my God Barrel, but it doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. He won't be able to break through. And I'll eventually start getting damage. Because my cycle's way quicker. Okay. My bad for pausing. I had to come outside so my family wouldn't be in the background. At this point, I know it's Golem. I mean, it's pretty obvious what I'm having. Mega Minion, Bomber, and, well, that solidifies it, but yeah. Well, there goes people in the background, even though I'm not inside. Honestly, the only reason I use this deck is just because I've been watching Riley's videos a lot recently, and he's a really good player. I've always, like, Log Beta is one of the only 3 decks I've never really played, the other 2 being Lumber, Loon, Freeze. That one just because I feel like it's the mostly skilled deck in this game, so I never decide to use it. The other one is surprisingly what I used versus Oyassu, Giant GY, because I feel like it's the second mostly skillful deck. I just used it because I really wanted to get the 12 wins, which didn't even end up happening, so oh well. Okay. At this point, I basically already won. I said thanks because he's using Golem. Not sure why I said good luck. This game is over. Like, this ain't like my other video where if I don't apply pressure, I just die. Even if I don't apply pressure, he physically won't be able to break through. I just decided to pressure because, you know, why not? Get them crowns for password, yeah. He's not breaking through, so I can legit just mirror log here. I think that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do. He just can't break through. That's what he gets for using Golem, though. Starts laughing. I also have to say, mind you, I was extremely high when I made this, so I was extremely toxic. And we just barely take the tower. I think also Log does 87 at tournament standard, so I actually want to check that real quick. I think it does do 87 at tournament standard, so that was clutch. Yeah, it does 87, so that was clutch. This ain't that good of a matchup, that's why I recorded it. Oh, most definitely, I gotta show this one. I remember doing this one. I gotta show this, bro. Yeah, this is the last one I'm gonna share. Okay, so obviously, I don't even have to explain. This is a fucking horrible matchup. I'm using 3.0 Expo, and this guy is Giant GY with Airwolves. So, bro, y'all are fucking annoying. Obviously, y'all should know that this is like a 95. I'm pretty sure this is like a 95 to 5 in me for him. Honestly, though, I think this is a 100 for him. I don't think he should be able to physically lose this. I mean, he has Zap Giant. Arrows for my archers in Graveyard. Like, just goes to show how bad Giant GY players are, especially at like my trophy range. I was only at like 6.2k. So. Pretty solid first defense. I don't even know why he went in. That was a pretty stupid push. Actually, this is why I think I win. It's because of that dumb push. I'm able to go Expo now because all he has is Skarmy. And obviously, he's a stupid Giant GY player, so he doesn't place it in the middle. He places it right on top, and I can log. Stupidity at its finest. And goes for some retarded arrows, so. I get like a lot of damage. He should have zapped. I think he does actually zap. He doesn't. Surprising. I said wow because obviously what the fuck? Just how? I have to give him a well played. I mean, that's the most deserving well played I've ever seen, bro. I mean, obviously it's not over yet. That's still 1,000 damage, and I can lose in one push. Once again, this guy does not know what the fuck he's doing. That's one of the worst pushes I've ever seen in my life. Even if he does arrow, which he does, if the push is dead, I can just log and clean everything up. And now he still has to defend the knight. He's going to be at 0 elixir. I think I expo at 0 here. No, I don't. I just go for Ice Spirit because it's double. He'll be able to get back to Giant. Actually, I do still expo, I think. No, I defensive expo. I will say in advanced defensive expos, it really does depend. I mean, a lot of people would probably think they're pretty bad in this matchup because it really doesn't do anything. The only reason I did it is because I'm up a lot of damage and it will help DPS down the Giant, which is the only real main problem in this matchup because it tanks for so long for their graveyard. I do make a mistake in this matchup. I don't cycle my archers preemptively, which you're supposed to. Probably because I was up so much damage, so I just really didn't think about it. But yeah, you should always cycle archers in the back constantly, so if they arrow one set, you can get back to another one. It's really the only chance you have of defending. It's not even that I mean, obviously I'm playing decent, but it's not even that. I think I block a bridge, yeah. It's not even that I'm playing that good. I mean, I am playing alright, but it's not even because of that. It's just because this guy is so bad. Like, I mean, I'm playing alright, but it's not even that I'm playing alright. It's that this guy's just so bad. Yeah, but as you can see, he's coming back, and this is why I said it's not over yet. I fireball that, then go expo, same lane as that. He's got a Giant. Knights are going to DPS it down. The only reason I did that is because I know he has the Giant, and then I'll try to cycle back to another expo opposite lane. I think that's what I do, and that's how I win. I know he's probably going to go for a GY, so I decided to go for that. I don't think I meant to block the bridge. I know his Giant in cycle, so I go for an expo. Well, now it's in cycle, but I want to get his Giant out of cycle. He does a terrible Giant here. I know with that Giant placement, I do one of two things. I can't really remember. I either Tesla to the left, like as far as I can to the left, so it pulls the Giant out of range of the expo, or I log it over. That was a terrible Giant by him, though. No, I decided to defend. Never mind. I use Ice Spirit to push it over and place a Tesla like that. He zaps for some reason. Yeah, I think I just Fireball cycle him here. I kind of need to. I think I need like two more Fireballs in a log. Yeah, I need 2 more Fireballs in a log, I think. Wait. No, 2 more Fireballs will do it. No, 2 more Fireballs in a log, yeah. He doesn't have arrows in Psycho. Or I'd have lost here. Okay. We are 18 minutes in. Yeah, I guess I'll show one more. Why not? I mean, it depends on if I have another good one or not. I beat another Giant GY deck? I don't recall. It's not often I beat massive hard counters like that. I mean, I usually have to face hard counters a lot, like as you can clearly see. As I said this for another video. I go 12-0 actually also. It's pretty nice. But yeah, it's not often I beat massive hard counters with 3.0. I'm alright with 3.0. I've been maining it for like 3 years, so I'm alright with it. Definitely above average. But I wouldn't say that I'm to that point where I should be able to constantly beat like massive hard counters like this. Like, obviously, Giant GY is the best hard counter to 3.0 because you just physically can't do anything. So I'm actually surprised that I have 2 Giant GY replays. This is definitely a good way to end it then. Yeah, from the snowball bats, I probably would have thought it was Giant. Yeah, at this point, it basically solidifies that it's either Golem Clone or Giant GY. Both are pretty bad matchups because they both typically have arrows, so. Yeah, when he used the Giant, I knew that was extremely fucking aggressive, though it's warranted. I did just cycle my log, so It wasn't that bad of a giant GY, honestly, because I cycled my log. I actually think I take quite a lot of damage here because of it. Because I have to cycle all the way back to another log. Yeah, not a good start either. I'm really curious how I won this because I don't remember this game. Yeah, as you can tell, I was not happy. I think by this point, I hit my new personal best on this account of 6,420, and I had already tilted like 200 plus trophies back down to like 6,200. Because like I just kept getting hard counter after hard counter after hard counter. And then seeing me getting the most stupid hard counter really did make me mad. Obviously, I have to expo opposite lane. I don't get why giant GY players do that. I mean, that giant placement is just fucking retarded, bro. It's just gonna die. And you can't support it. Like, that GY was utter fucking stupid. So was that giant. Because of that, I get it. Well, now I see why I won this match. This guy is so bad. I go for Ice Spirit knowing he's gonna go for bats. Sadly, it doesn't jump on the maw. My knight still gets a hit, I think, though. Shit. No, I won. I 100% agree with Riley, though. There's no such thing as a good giant GY player. There's really not. It's a brain dead deck. As you're